Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Shien-ability Show. If you haven't been here before, my name is Robin Carberry, and yes, indeed, it is me. Apparently, people have a little bit of trouble recognizing me with the new do. Of course, if you've been around for a while, you know that I change the do on a regular basis, so this shouldn't surprise anybody. So if you're here, say hey, welcome, let me know you're around. You have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. This, of course, is the Shien-ability Show. I come here live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. to drop some tips and help you out, answer some questions, and just talk about things that sometimes not everybody wants to talk about. So I've coached hundreds of entrepreneurs in things like offer development and funnel strategy and all the things digital marketing. And, sometimes those are things that get talked about a lot, but not necessarily in the way that is helpful to my clients. So that is why I'm here. And Laura, hey, it's so good to see you. It's been a while. Thanks for dropping in. So today, what I'm going to talk about is money. And actually, I want to talk about money for the next couple of weeks. Why is that? Well, some people have issues talking about money, right? Not the bro marketers, of course. They're very comfortable talking about their 100K weeks and their Lambos and their yachts and all those things. But talking about money doesn't have to feel icky, and it actually is helpful to talk about it. Why? Because money is a tool. Money is simply a tool. It is a thing. Like, we don't get emotionally invested in hammers, for instance. I don't know, maybe you do. My husband is emotionally invested in his knives. But as a rule, tools aren't something that we put like all this extra emphasis on and get afraid of and feel icky around, right? But I know a lot of my clients are not comfortable talking about money. And why is that? Well, first of all, they were taught you don't talk about money. It's not cool, it's not couth, it's not polite. But secondly, they also weren't necessarily taught how to deal with money in the right way. So it became this like weird, scary thing that nobody really is allowed to talk about or ask questions about. So we all sort of feel that oddness around it. So today I want to talk about 3 things that tend to trip us up when it comes to money in our businesses, right? So I'm going to have to turn my notes over here so I make sure I don't forget anything important. So the first thing is those daggone shiny objects. And I talk about shiny objects a lot. If you've been around before, you know you've heard me talk about them. But in terms of our money, here's the issue with shiny objects. And I have almost fallen into this trap myself fairly recently. The latest, greatest thing comes around and everybody's jumping on board and they're all excited about it. And it sounds like the coolest thing ever. And you're like, oh my gosh, I have to have that for my business. I have to have that for my business. Everybody's doing it, right? Well, not necessarily. Is it something that is going to give you direct ROI? Not necessarily in the very, very beginning, because I get sometimes it takes time to make things actually work for you. But it's got to work pretty quickly. It shouldn't be something that you're just sticking on the shelf for someday because everybody's in it today. So there's an app out there that a lot of my friends have bought into, some of my clients have bought into, and it's amazing and it's wonderful. But I haven't said yes yet because it's missing a key piece of functionality that is very important to my business. So even though it's very cool, it's not going to work for me right now. So I would have been paying for it for a couple of months, but not actually using it. So stay away from the shiny objects. Look at them in terms of what the ROI is going to be for your business, and or create a wish list of things that you want to invest in and revisit that every so often and say, okay, is now the right time? Is this something I'm actually going to use, and is it actually going to benefit me and my business? Okay, so that's thing 1. Thing 2 is the sunk cost fallacy. Oh my gosh, see this all the time. It's you buy something when it first came out because it was a great deal, right? It's like, oh, it's $97 now, but $97 a month now, but it's going to go up to $127 next time, and you're never going to be able to get it for this cost again. So you're like, yes, I have to have this now. And then you buy it and you pay for it month after month after month, but you're not using it. But you continue to pay for it because you're like, well, I've invested all this money in it so far, I have to keep putting money into it because if I cancel it and then I want it again, it's just going to be more expensive. Yeah, but it's not actually helping you or your business. That's just money that you're spending each month that isn't really doing anything for you. So Don't keep spending on something that is not working for you or your business. Be really honest with yourself when you go through those monthly subscriptions. Is this something that's really helping me? If it's something that might help you someday, great. Buy it when someday comes, because someday might never happen. So just be honest with yourself about those sunk costs, right? And then the last thing is the I can't afford it itis. So we can spend lots of time, which is a resource, and money on the little things, right? Because we can't afford to hire somebody, so we get this tool. Or even we download this free lead magnet. So, oh, I need to learn how to do Pinterest, so I'm going to sign up for this free course. And I need to, do this other thing in my business, so I'm going to get this free download. Or I'm just going to buy this $27 thing because it's going to help me do this. But all that does is keeps piling things on top of you. So it's going to take you more time. You're working that much harder. You're trying to learn all these new things. And you're not actually out there marketing and talking about your business and doing the things that really make you money. So instead of considering your time to be a resource that doesn't count and isn't worthwhile, think about your time as equal to money, right? And then invest in things that are really going to make a difference. Stop frittering away on the small stuff. Invest in the things that are really going to make a difference for your business. So that's it for today. I hope you have an awesome rest of the week, and I will see you again next Wednesday.